Well, I sure hear a lot of panicked people these days. Oh, what happens after the election if this happens and that happens? And I want to tell you that there are a lot of things that you worry about that, well, I'm a Christian, so I'm going to tell you a lot of things we stress about are going to be okay. Now, let me start with one that will relieve everybody of every political persuasion. Well, if the Democrats win, then they're going to be all upset because there's a conservative majority in the Supreme Court, and they're going to add 4 seats to the Supreme Court and take back all the power. Right. And then when Republicans get power, they can add 4 seats, and they'll have the power and the majority. And then when Democrats win again, they can add 4. And, well, you see how this goes. The only problem is by 2050, we'll have 51 Supreme Court justices, but of course, people in power are going to try to keep power. That's the way of the world. And they think somehow that will change everything forever. But on a more serious note, I hear people say, but I'm worried if Trump wins that there'll be so much meanness and hatred and racial prejudice. And what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to tell you what Christians are going to do. We're going to love others like we love ourselves. If Trump is elected and things get really uncivil, that doesn't stop me from loving my neighbor. I can still be nice to everyone. Our God doesn't see skin color or even nationality. And I can try to be just like He is. I can try to treat everyone the same, and I can be nice to everyone. And it doesn't matter what the person in the Oval Office does. I can reflect Jesus. But if Biden wins, what about all the little babies that are unborn and are going to be killed? And what about abortion? And you know what? There's nothing that stops me from being involved with people that are struggling with unplanned pregnancies. How am I going to feed another mouth? And what am I going to do as a single mom? And there's nothing that stops. Well, not only doesn't stop us, we Christians have for years come alongside of single moms and helped them raise their kiddos. We've been gracious to the people that don't know where the next meal is coming from. We take care of each other, just like Christians thousands of years ago, centuries ago, when babies were abandoned. The Christians are the ones that took them in and raised them. That's been going on for almost 2,000 years. It'll still go on for us Christians. But don't you understand, Steve? If Donald Biden or Joe Trump wins, my country will never be the same. It's not going to be the same. It's not the same as it was 50 years ago or 100 years ago. But let me tell you a secret about countries. Countries come and countries go. But our kingdom, we Christians, our kingdom's here to stay. Always been, always will be, no matter what happens to our country. And I would tell you, our kingdom flourishes no matter what the country you live in looks like. So stop worrying about what's going to happen to my country, and don't stress out about abortion or about nicety and civility. Don't even worry about the Supreme Court. God's got this, and we Christians are going to do like we have always done. We are going to love our God, love our neighbor, and try to bring more people into our kingdom, the kingdom that never ends.